Go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Richard. Notice you, and you just have
Me as a loving brother, kind son, a generous uncle, and a good friend.
You might also know me as, some people don't like me. And I'm here to say that you should like me. I'm a likable character. I'm a likable human being.
I have many, like going for long walks.
Beautiful.
I really enjoy golf.
And yeah, I'm not just the King of England. I'm a fully realized character. I'm a fully realized creation. I'm Rick. I'm Rick.
Why did you want to be king?
Oh, I never wanted to be king. It's such a common misconception that I wanted to be king. It's so funny. I was out there. I just left the room with my two priests. I have to have two priests because I pray so hard that if I don't have two priests with me, then it gets a little out of control. So I had my two priests, and I come out of the room, and Buckingham's like, "You have to be king," and I'm like, "Buckingham, don't be crazy." And Buckingham's like, "You have to be king because there isn't anyone else to be king, and only some two random kids." And he's like, I'm like, "No way, Bucky. I am too busy being humble and kind and charitable and religious and pious. And I'm not being king. I'm not being king." But Buckingham, I cannot be king.
But sir, you must. You have to be
No
king.
way. No way. I cannot be king.
You are the only one.
Buckingham, I'm too humble and too kind. I can't be like these others with their false words and their lies.
My king, if you do not be king, I will find someone off the street to be king.
No, Buckingham, you can't do that.
And then no one in the house of Lancaster or York will be king. The whole house of Plantagenet will be disgraced. Is that what you want?
I guess not. I guess it is my duty. It is my duty to be the king. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to come out of the thing, and you have to.
Okay.
I'm going to have two priests with me, and you have to act like I'm the only one who can be king.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna be like, "No, it can't be king," because then they'll all be like, "Oh, he's so humble."
Genius, of course.
I know. So, and then, hey, get out of here!
What are you doing here?
How are you dealing with the death of your brothers?
Oh, I'm very sad. Page boy. It's sometimes hard to control my emotions, but I'm dealing with it for England, for them. I'm dealing with it.
Why do you make a good king?
Well, I just think that I'm a great person. A lot of people wonder that, but I mean, I've been a part of the royal family since I was a little boy, and, even though I terrorized my mother endlessly, it's a silly joke between us, I got the royal training, and, well, another thing that makes me a good king is I'm the only one left. Like, my brothers are gone, and there are 2 children, but children can't be king, and then there's Queen Elizabeth, but woman can't be king. God, like imagine a woman being king, like she'd be like on her period, and she'd get all angry, and she'd send the kingdom into war, but. So I'm kind of the only one who can be king and is really gonna be super good at it. Oh, and also I'm just like, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Please believe that I'm a good person.
What do you think about Richard?
Richard is a terrible king. He is causing all of this turmoil right after we finished the War of the Roses.
Yeah, we thought it was bloody over, didn't we? And then here he comes, out of nowhere, thinking he could be king. I mean, what the bloody hell? That's what got us into this mess in the first place. And what did he do with those wee bands?
He murdered them.
You think he killed him?
Yeah, he killed them.
Well, that's just not very nice, is it?
Not very nice
He
at all.
did in his brothers too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. All of them.
Yeah.
And all the members of the court. He's a terrible king.
Can't trust them? No. Can't trust any of those Yorkies.
No.
Tell you what. Anyone west of the River Clyde? Nope.
Why did you marry Lady Anne?
Oh, Lady Anne. Well, you see, we had kind of a, one of those meet cutes during the Wars of the Roses. I came into her house and killed her father, and I killed her husband, and she was like, "Oh, why would you do that?" And I was like, well, it's kind of required, and I kind of had to, so, and then, we met then, and we kind of bonded. We didn't go on any dates. Well, I don't know, maybe going to the funeral of her, what was it, her father? I don't remember, it doesn't matter. But I think that kind of counts as a date, and, let's see. Let me see. Why Lady Anne? Well, she's politically advantageous. She's one of those Lancasters, and I'm a York, and us marrying, that makes the houses combined, and makes it a little easier for me to be king. I mean, to create harmony between the houses, peace and harmony. And she's a woman. Yeah. Hey, Lady Anne. Hi. Hi. I was wondering how you were doing. You're so lovely.
Richard, no, please.
Oh,
No touching. No touching.
I understand. You're a little bit shy. I can. Maybe we can start with a little kiss on the cheek.
I'm going to decline, Richard. Please, leave me alone.
What was that? Are you okay? Are you
I have a
ill?
cold a little bit.
Oh, you have a cold. Oh, I better alert the royal party. They should know.
Yes, you should go
They
do
should-
that. You should leave and go do that. Leave me alone.
They should know that you have a cold.
Who would you say is your best friend?
Oh, it has to be Princely Buckingham. We do all the normal things that best friends do. We plot together, we scheme together, we plan together. He was very helpful. He'd do anything for me. I'll ask him, "Hey, Buckingham, can you help me get this person out of the picture for entirely selfless purposes, of course." And he'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course, I can do that. I can totally do that." And he'll do it. And it's really great to have someone to rely on like that. Takes a lot of the pressure off of being in such a high position, to have someone who's just there for you when you need him. Yeah, so I would say Buckingham. He's my best friend. He's just a great guy.
There's only one thing worse than a murderer. Boom.
A child.
No!
You know, actually, now that I think about it and, consider certain things that, sometimes you think that they'll do anything for you. You think that they'll love you forever and well, anyway, Tyrol is my best friend. If there's anyone who's more witty and loving and loyal, you gotta say it's gotta be Tyrol. Tyrol will do anything for me, and as long as he does, he'll be my friend. But if he doesn't do what I ask him to, then I might have to unfriend him, But yeah, I think it's Tyrol.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, obviously I see myself as still King of England because, I've made sure that no one's going to take that away from me, not since I've worked so hard for it. Yeah. Well, Lady Anne's a little sick right now. She's got a cold, so I think I'll be married to, how old is she again?
13.
An 18-year-old, that's acceptable. I'll be married to an 18-year-old girl. She's very lovely. She's I think her name is Elizabeth? Eleanor? No, definitely Elizabeth. But I'll be married to her, and maybe we'll have a little heir. I'm very good with children. I love children. They're great. They're great. They love me too, and So yeah, I hope that I can continue on my legacy with a lovely little heir, hopefully a son, because you know how daughters are. Hello, children.
Leave us alone!
You ugly little scoundrel!
How would you describe your management style?
Well, I think I'm very good at making sure people stay in line. You'll remember Hastings. So, one day I was sitting there. He was sitting there. He was talking about the little king's coronation, and which of course hasn't happened yet. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. There have been some scheduling issues, but they were all talking, and I come in and I'm so mad because my arm was all cursed and stuff. Like, this has never been like this before. My arm was messed up. And, I believed his mistress, Miss Shore, who is also, my brother's miss. It's a whole thing there, and I don't really want to get into it. Let's just throw away the whole suitcase. But, I come in and I'm like, well, your mistress messed up my arm. And he's like, well, if my mistress messed up your arm, and that's you can't let that happen. I can't believe this Starbucks barista.
What happened?
This Starbucks barista hates me and wants me dead, and she knows I'm lactose intolerant. And when I asked for almond milk in my coffee, she gave me whole milk. I can't drink whole milk. She was clearly trying to kill me. She was clearly trying to murder me.
Oh, okay. Well, if the
If! I can't believe you would suggest that maybe I'm wrong. I am always right because I am the king. I'm going to cut off that barista's head, and then I'm going to cut off yours. Come on, let's go to the guillotine.
What message do you have for your fans?
Well, obviously, my message is, never give up. Because whatever your goal is, no matter how big or impossible it may seem, you can get it. You can get that thing. And no matter what you have to do, don't give up. You might have to do something unpleasant or, morally ambiguous or blatantly morally wrong, but you know, the ends justify the means. If you can make it to your goal, then you should be ready to do anything for it. Anything. Unless your goal is to become king, because if your goal is to become king, then something unfortunate might happen to you. You might get a little sick, or you might have to leave on a vacation, or you might have an accident. You know, don't try to become king. Okay? Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement about that one. Thank you so much for being my fan. I really appreciate it. But you know, I'm not surprised since I'm such a great person. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just a regular guy. I'm someone you can hang out with. I did a lot of things that some people might disapprove of, but I love myself. I'm a great guy. I've done some good things. I've done no good things. Alas, I rather hate myself.